Good morning, students. Yesterday we discussed how we can represent a physical quantity in terms of dimensions. To write the dimension of a physical quantity, I told you many times that we must know some idea about the physical quantity, right? Then we can easily apply the dimensions of a physical quantity, right? Dimension is nothing but it is representing the physical quantity in terms of some powers applied to the fundamental units of that. Fundamental units means length, mass, and time. Upon the length, mass, and time units, you are applying some powers and you are representing a physical quantity. Any physical quantity can be represented in terms of powers applied to the fundamental units. So in this case, we have seen the fundamental units are for this topic. Fundamental units are taken as the unit of mass is taken as m, the unit of length is taken as L, and the unit of time is taken as T. Right? Yesterday we have seen the last part. I have told you that dimensions are very important because it can be used to convert one system of unit into another system. If the physical quantity is same, that physical quantity can be applied in any units. For example, I can say 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter, or 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Any physical quantity to measure, we need two things. One is a numerical quantity, other is a unit, right? So that is why I say, when I say 1 meter, 1 is the numerical quantity and m is the unit. To measure or represent any physical quantity, we need two things. One is the numerical value and other is the unit. The same physical quantity can be applied as 1 meter and that is equal to 100 centimeter. 100 centimeter of length of an object is same as equal to 1 meter. That means when we change the system, this is 1 meter. That is SI system and this is CGS system. Why CGS system? Because this is centimeter, right? So the object is measured in terms of a unit centimeter. That means this measurement is in the CGS system. This measurement is in the SI system. Whether you measure in the SI system or in the CGS system, the quantity will be same. Q is always same. So Q is equal to, that is quantity of any of a substance is represented or measured in terms of a numerical value and a unit. Always you will see that for the physical quantity will be same whether you measure in any in first system or the second system. So we can say that N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Hence we can say that N2 is equal to N1 U1 divided by U2. Now we have to convert the unit of a physical quantity in one system into another. For example, CGS system of a physical quantity, we have to convert into SI system. Or SI system of a quantity, we have to convert into CGS system. That is the question today. That much only I will teach, right? That is the only topic today, right? Am I correct? So everybody knows that a physical quantity can be represented in terms of powers applied to fundamental quantities. Suppose in the first system, the unit of a quantity can be given as equal to U1 is equal to N1 into M1 raised to A into L1 raised to B into T1 raised to C, where M1, L1 and T1 are in one system. That can be in the SI system or that can be in the CGS system, right? If it is in the SI system, the unit is a unit we are getting, then M1 is kg and L1 is meter and T1 is second. Right? This is our powers because by the application, by applying powers applied to the fundamentals, we can represent unit of a physical quantity. This is called dimension. Okay, right? Now, in the other system, the unit is equal to, unit U2 is equal to N2 into, because when the system changes, the value of numerical value also changes. N2 into same quantity, that is M2 raised to A into L2 raised to B into T2 raised to C also we can write. Both are same physical quantities, right? But N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, the formula you know. But N2 is equal to N1 U1 divided by U2 we can write. Now here N2 is equal to N1 U1 divided by U2 U2. that is equal to n1 into n1 into, right, m1 raised to a, l1 raised to b, t1 raised to c, the whole divided by u2. The whole divided by u2 is equal to the whole divided by u2. n2 is equal to u2, the value is equal to this value. n2 can be calculated, right? Divided by, according to this relation, n2 is equal to divided by u2. That is m2 raised to a into l2 raised to b into t2 raised to c. We can write n2 is equal to n1 into u1 divided by u2. Therefore, this can be equal to n1 into m1 by m2, the whole raised to a, into l1 by l2, the whole raised to b, into t1 by t2, the whole raised to c. Also, we can write. This is the value of n2 is equal to n1 into m1 by m2, the whole raised to a, into l1 by l2, the whole raised to b, into t1 by t2, the whole raised to c. This is the expression you have to always remember. Code converting. Anything you forget, but this you should not forget, right? The numerical value in the second system, the unit has to be converted, is equal to the numerical value in the first system into m1 by m2, the whole raised to a, into l1 by l2, the whole raised to b, into t1 by t2, the whole raised to c. By knowing the value of m1, m2, l1, l2, t1, t2, a, b, c, the value of and also n1, the value of n2 can be calculated. When you find the value of n2, you have already converted the unit from one system to another. So this formula you will remember, that's all. Derivation of the formula is not important, but remembering this part is very, very important. Numerical value of the unit in one system that to which it is to be converted is equal to numerical value in the first system into m1 by m2, the whole raised to a, l1 by l2, the whole raised to b, into t1 by t2, the whole raised to c. ABC can be obtained. Now remember this formula. Okay. One more thing. M1, L1, T1. M1, L1, T1 are the values of mass, length, and time in the given system. And M2, L2, T2 denominator part, these are the values of the units in the system to be converted. So this is for given system and this is for the new system. You must remember. You have to only remember this formula. N1 is N2 is equal N1 into M1 by M2 the whole raised to a, L1 by L2 the whole raised to b, into T1 by T2 the whole raised to c. Now how A, B, C and other things are calculated, that is very, very easy, that we are coming to very, very soon, right? So this is how we can calculate or we can convert one system of unit into another system of unit. This I am removing. Now I am giving you a question. I am giving you a question that is very simple question. We will do that question, right? That is this question. Convert 1 Newton into dian. Question I am writing, convert 1 Newton into diens. Newton is the unit of force in the SI system. And the dian is the unit of force in the CJ system. Right? Actually, 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 diens. This is a calculated fact. Everybody knows that. 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 diens. That means the force in the SI system is equal to 10 raised to 5 times the force in the CJ system. That is already calculated. Everybody knows that. Now we have to prove using dimension whether this can be converted in the same way or not. Right? Okay. So when you get a question like this, first of all, you will write the physical quantity is force. You will write. Well, identify the physical quantity. First of all, you write the physical quantity. The physical quantity is force. The unit of force we have to convert from SI to CJs. So what is the physical quantity? That is force only, right? Then next what you write is dimensions of the physical part. Dimensions of force is equal to, everybody knows that, m l t raised to minus 2, you will write m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2. So when you get a question like this to convert a unit in one system into the unit in the other system, first of all, identify the physical quantity given to you, whose unit is to be converted. Okay. Next, you will write the dimension of the physical quantity. What is that? That is m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2, because here the physical quantity is force. These are the first thing you have to do. Okay. Then you will write, see the powers of the mass, length, and time. That is what you have written. That is, in this case, A is equal to 1. That is simple. And B also equal to 1. Powers. And C is equal to minus 2, you will write. Up to this much, you will write first. Okay. So when you write a question for converting a unit from one system to another, first of all, identify the physical quantity. Physical quantity is identified as force. Then you will next write the dimension of the physical quantity. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. Mass is m and acceleration is l t raised to minus 2. Then apply then write the powers of m, l, and t. Powers of m, l, and t are a is equal to 1 in this case, b is equal to 1 in this case, c is equal to minus 2 in this case, right? Now we have the formula. Now we apply the formula. Now we will write this one. Watch. Now we have N2 is equal to second system. What is the numerical value? N2 is equal to N1 into M1 by M2, the whole raised to A, into L1 by L2, the whole raised to B, into T1 by T2, the whole raised to C. You will write A, B, C, you know. The system given is O.